told me about, he basically told me what it did for her, and I was intrigued by that. So I said, well, let me try it. I joined the business, and soon after I joined the business, I uploaded my documents, which was my credit information, and my credit score went from a 667 to 685. So that was 15 points for me, and that was great. So with that, you start getting all of this information in the mail about refinancing your house and everything. And I was like, okay, so at least I know I'm in there now. So that gave me, great incentive. I put some things through Bill Shredder and was not very good at that. Let me tell you now, I'm not the best when it comes down to the technology of the computers and all of that. So little bit by little bit, I'm working on some other things here, but I did get my trash bill lowered. And that was good for me. And the best part was for my debt elimination, um, the expert took me out of what was going to be 33 years in debt by my creditors, with over 199,000 in interest, and that I would have been paying. And the experts have me out of debt within 12 years. So my debt-free date is, I think it's June of 2034, and it's saving me over 48% in interest. So I am retired, and I never thought that I would be debt-free. So, and not only that, y'all, but check this out. I got a millionaire date for 2047. So if it wasn't for MWR, I would have been just doing what I had been doing before. And, I prayed on this when I took money from my 401k. They taxed the bejeebies out of me, okay? And that's not the word that I really want to use, okay? So, but they taxed me so bad, and I told God that I just want to just get that money back, because you know that they're going to tax you when you take it, but when you see it, actually, it's like, wow. So now I have an opportunity that I can put that someplace else, and I can make that money, make money for me. So MWR Financial it's my thing. It's my go-to. It's my savior. So thank y'all.
All right, good job. So that was good. So you already got it flowed, it's rolling off your tongue. So even though we just practicing it, but we still gonna let the world know that's a true testimony, because those who don't know what we talking about MWR Financial. This is a home-based business that we are in, and we just trying to show the whole world that there's over 300 million people that really needs this, because it's already been tested before COVID, it's been tested during COVID, and it's been tested after COVID. And as inflation keeps going up and up further and further, it's already been reported on the news, it's already been reported across the country. If most Americans had at least $600 extra a month in their income, bringing it to their homes, don't you know that'll make a difference, as in paying rent on time, paying bills on time. It'll make a big difference if they went to the grocery store where they was kicking out maybe $200, they probably can pay $400. But by the way, most grocery stores with inflation going up, they still behind almost $300 or $400 short, because prices are going up in the grocery stores. So thank you for that. Thank you, Marcella. So, and that's why you let it go. So just let it roll, and good job. Just be relaxed with it. Go ahead and put yourself on mute. I'm gonna go to Mr. Tanya. Hey, Mr. Tanya, let's go ahead and get a few softball swings in. She hasn't been in MWR that long, but when she came in, she basically hit the ground running. She's held out there in Texas way, but I'll let her tell the rest, because believe it or not, y'all, this is really her first time really going live. This is the first time for her testimony, so she's kind of letting it all go. So do your best. But extradition movie, we don't try, we just do it. So let's go for it.
Great evening, everyone. My name is Tanya Jackson. I'm here in El Paso, Texas. I was brought into the business by Diane Crockett. When she told my husband about it, he wasn't too keen on it. But then when he told me, I was like, hey, what's up? Why haven't you gotten into the business? And then he called Diane, and we talked in the parking lot. I said, hey, you don't need to show me no overview. Just give me to Derek, let us talk. We got on a 3-way call, and that was the beginning of my journey in being in MWR Financial, part of the EDM team. I'm thankful for that because this platform allows me to tell people about their financial makeovers. I've always wanted to do something like that. I've tried many different avenues, but I think this has a full circle of things that people can do to get their finances straight, from taxes, from getting their credit score raised, from getting their debt-free date. So I participated in the debt elimination, and my debt-free date will be December 2026. And my millionaire date will be December 2046. But my plan is to get that all done by next year, hopefully, because I'm really putting it in, and I'm trying to run hard to make sure I get to that $600 a day, because that is our plan. And I also participated in the credit restoration, where you get your credit score raised. So my credit score has raised about 20 points. So now it's 750. So I'm excited about that. And so I'm just excited about exposing people to this, and hopefully people wanting to do it and realizing that this is what they need, and changing their mindset about their finances.
Oh, good job. Oh man, I love that. Yeah, I gotta give you a hand on that one. Woo. So let me ask a question.
Yes, sir.
What made you enroll into and join our team and join in MWR?
Well, like I said, when I spoke to Diane and she told me about EDM, she told me about MWR Finances and about the experts and how they are out there trying to help, how we're trying to help everyone change their mindset about money, bringing their cash back into their home, helping them to build assets, and those assets changing into cash for them to be able to, live a legacy and leave a legacy. That is the main reason why I decided to join, because the platform is easy. Anybody can do it. And when Diane told me about it, I was on board from the moment I got out the car and she started talking to me. I was like, hey, get me to Derek and let's go.
I love it. That's what I'm talking about. And that's what I think Ms. Sonia going to be talking about too. Woo-hoo! So I can't wait to hear her testimony as well. Thank you, Mr. Tanya. Thank you, Marcella. Like I said, we're going to come back to you in a minute. But Ms. Sade, I'm going to come to you because I know you got to jump off and ready to rock and roll on that part too. So do you got to leave? You got to roll, right?
Not till 8:30.
8:30?
My time.
Okay, well, since I got you on, let's go ahead here. Just give me some little tidbits of why did you decide to join MWR? Because you've been with us for how long you been with MWR with us?
A little over a year.
Little over a year. And
Yeah.
So now you have a job, right?
I do.
Okay. And you also got another company too, right?
No, not anymore.
Okay, so when you had another company,
Yeah.
what did you see in MWR? Like basically say, hey, this is what I got to roll with, because everything I done tried in my life, is basically being ups and been down. But this one here, I've been here to stay. Been here for a year. So Dick, this is what I love. In your words, tell the world what.
Because I don't have to sell anything. That was the biggest thing. We literally just educate people. We just expose them to the information. And I was like, I got to stick with this. The experts, they make it so simple for you to upload your documents. They do everything for you. And they literally are helping me reach my goals. I never thought I would see, my debt going down. I never thought I would ever even want to get a house, to be honest, because I was like, oh, I'm single, I don't need a house. But I'm literally seeing, the asset cash formula is amazing. And now I can really see, like, I can reach my goals. Like, I can get a house and I can obtain some assets, because that's the biggest goal for me.
I'm glad you said it. Good job. Cash, asset, cash. Now, if anyone out here that's basically on Facebook that's watching us, you just basically said the magic word. if you're watching us, put in the comments, cash, asset, cash. I'll say it one more time, cash, asset, cash. Put that in the comments because we want to make sure you out there. We want to make sure we can show you at least a little bit of information because all we do is educate y'all folks. And the more education you have when it comes to your finances, the better decisions you will make. Thank you, Ms. Shaw B. I love it. That was a good job. Who's my next one? Diane. Let's see what Diane's in the house. Now, don't forget, y'all, I'm going to come back around to y'all again. So it ain't over because I want y'all to tell everybody where y'all from because I want everybody across the country to see that we have partnerships in different states. Hey, Ms. Diane, how you doing?
Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. I am Diane Crockett. I am from El Paso, Texas. So I joined MWR 2 years ago. At first, I never thought this was possible because I was in something else that I was not doing very well with. But my mentor, Mr. Derek Ray, was like, Diane, you need to join us. It took me about 4 months of him telling me, Diane, this is for you, for me to get this going. So I started out with doing my debt, trying to get all my stuff together. So before I get into it, I'm going to tell you the reason why I joined. I joined MWR Financial because it said that I can have a legacy. The word legacy popped out in my mind, and I was like, legacy? Me coming from Jamaica, didn't know too much about finances in this capitalistic America. I went to school for 2 years, but I never was taught money, didn't know how money works. So I joined for the legacy that I can leave for my kids and my grandkids. So I took the opportunity to use the services. I uploaded my paycheck and my tax return. Didn't think nothing was going to happen. It brought back $250 a month into my paycheck. I was like, okay, this is gold. So after I did that, I decided, okay, well, I need to take the monies that I got from the paycheck, pay off some credit cards. Paid off some credit cards, and I'm a retired vet. Retired military. I left the Army with a credit score that was very low. It was 576. After they restored my credit, after I paid off some credit cards, man, that credit score went up from 576 to 716. I was like, okay, now I'm winning again. So during COVID, I'm going to go a little faster. During COVID, my landlord told me I have less than 30 days to move. This is COVID. There's no apartments. There's no houses. I'm like, what am I going to do? I didn't know my credit score was going up so high. So I was like, well, I don't think I'm going to be able to afford another house. So what I did was I applied. I got my results in less than 24 hours on a Sunday. That I got approved for a house at 2.8%. So I moved into the house, didn't know, when we talk about cash asset at cash, I was like, okay, I already got a home that I am renting. So that's my asset. And then I bought this house. So I was like, this is a no-brainer. I know I can do better than this. So I decided that, going to get all my finances straight. I got to the debt elimination, found out that I was overpaying in interest. It was like $86,000 in interest. So, now they're teaching me how to manage my money, how to pay my debt off, in a record time, so that's what I did. I am now making passive income, $40 a day. That's $1,200 a month. This is what the company has done for me. They also gave me a debt-free day of November 2034 and my million-year date, which is 2045. I know it's going to roll sooner than that because the more speed I have to it, the better I will for it. And I also hire my daughter, and she works for me. So now the company, because it's a home-based business, I get the opportunity to hire my daughter and to write that off on my expenses. So that's my story for MWR Financial. I'm making it move. I'm making runs. You know, the opportunity to share with other people is what I like to do. I'm a person that likes to share and educate. So that's what I do every day. You know, if I educate one person on finance, I know I'm winning. So thanks to MWR Financial, I'm on my way to the top because the bottom is too crowded. Thank you.
I'm talking about. Good job. Good job. That's a great testimony. Now, Diane, how long you been in NWR?
I've been at MWR for 2 years, little over 2 years.
A little over 2 years. That's what I'm talking about. So we have some good longevity. We have somebody that's been in 2 years. We got some been in 1 year. Some has been for a few months. And so just remember, when you join MWR, is basically you just run your race. You're gonna be in business for yourself, but you're not gonna be in business by yourself, because you be part of a team. You're gonna be part of an organization, a movement that's basically creating cash flow for thousands of people. And so so good job, Diane. I appreciate that. Who's next? Who's next? D2. We're gonna hit you up right now. Okay, you ready to rock? Ready to roll? Come off mute, man. Derek Ray II is his official name, and we call him D2. Well, so I know you ain't got the point to where you started in MWR, because I brought you in myself. But as a dad, you know, when you talking about when I'm passing generational wealth down to you, tell the world, don't just tell me, tell the world, as in the two things that the most benefits you are getting out of MWR.
Well, your two benefits. Firstly is the daily pay of $20 a month that I get. That's $20 a day. That's to $600 a month.
Yep. Yeah.
And the second, I use most of that money for my PRA account, my private reserve account.
What? You say you got a private reserve account like you got a savings account.
Well,
I mean, that's good, man. I mean, I love it. You know, a private reserve account, you know, for those who don't know, don't you know, in some companies, Derek, that some companies don't even offer a private reserve account, because some institutions who do have private reserve accounts, they have a limit to what you got to be making an income for you to even be able to get into a private reserve account. So that's another advantage that we have here with MWR, is that we got private reserve accounts. You know, that's just another asset that's going to create more cash for you. And also we have land banking, which is another asset where we purchase land, you know, at wholesale, and that land is going to create more cash for you too down the road. So thank you, man. Big where you living at right now, Derek? Tell them where you at.
same place, Augusta, Georgia.
There you go. You're in the same place. Just remember, there's people in the world listening, so they don't know that you and I live in the same house.
Oh,
That's all right. Hey, thank you, Derek. I appreciate it. You got anything else? You learning a lot today?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So appreciate you, man. Dr. Regina. I'm gonna go from Dr. Regina. I'm gonna go to Miss Sonia, then Sheila. Okay, Dr. Regina, go ahead and give the world your testimony, because we know you've been rolling this train ever since day one on that part. And she said, I'm going with you, I'm going without you. All right, tell me your testimony, Dr. Regina. Let the world know who you are and why you are here.
Peace and blessings, family. My name is Dr. Regina A. Turner, and I live in Brooklyn, New York. And you know what? I am so grateful to this company and to our team, the Extra Digit Movement, because they have truly changed my life, because I've always been a fan of financial literacy. Ever since I was a young girl, my mother said I used to use my dolls and my sister and my brother as my props to teach them. And you know, I learned a lot from my family being business owners, that you have to be in business for yourself, but not by yourself, because you need a tribe of people in order to build that generational wealth. So before MWR Financial, I had over $35,000 worth of debt. But since working with the experts, I have been able to get my student loans forgiven, and that's not heard of. You know, all these programs that, you know, Biden just put into place, you get an opportunity to get rid of your student loans and have them forgiven or just wiped clean. And the government is literally paying for your education. And that's what I love about this business, because it allowed me also to decrease my debt by $16,491.18, shaving off 6 years and 7 months of being in debt, now allowing me to be debt-free in 1 year and 1 month with the debt-free date of February 2023. However, the way that I'm running, I'm going to be out of debt before that. And I am super excited just to see the numbers in front of you, because like they said, you got to know your numbers. So by me knowing my numbers and being able to help other people, and then also getting a residual income of $20 a day, which is $600 a month, I am super excited, because now I can also put that money away to help build my generational wealth. And so the experts have been able to shave off $4,017.59 in interest penalties. That's a 65.2% interest saving that I saved just by working with the experts. So now I have a millionaire date of July 2041. But like I said, I'm on this road and I'm running, and I know those dates are going to come flying before me. And I'm just grateful because I'm able to also teach Christianpreneurs, the church. The church needs to know it by biblical principles. And that's what I love about it. Our CEO is a Christian. So being able to talk to him and he knowing my heart and my passion and my assignment, our assignment is to get this information out to everyone that wants to be educated, because that's all we do with EDM. We educate you. We don't sell you on anything. We just show you the path that you need to be following. We lay the foundation for you so that you can be financially literate, to build that generational wealth, now to live the legacy, not just leave it, because that's what we always talk about, leaving it. No, you're supposed to partake in it. Your riches are right here down on earth with your family. And I get inspiration from my 101-year-old aunt, who's the last matriarch of our family. She never used credit. She bought everything on cash. She still has her house that she bought at 16 years old when she came to New York. And it's a family house, a 3-family house that is heir property. So I'm grateful for that. And then my husband and I, we have heir property as well. Now we have asset that we can now build upon. People are now contacting us to buy our land. So that's a great, benefit to have. Now we know how to build and implement cash to our advantage. So now we're leaving that generational wealth, and it continues to grow, so that this way we can also educate our children and make sure that they're getting everything that they need. And that's what I love about the company too. They have a program where you can hire your children legally and ethically. We do nothing that we don't operate in. And I always use the acronym PI. Principles, integrity, and ethics, and that's what MWR stands for. They operate with the greatest principles and the foundation that we need. The owner has integrity, which he's going to make sure that we're always in compliance and we do things ethically, so that we don't have to look over our shoulder or have that crazy feeling in our stomach because we're not doing things correctly. So I'm truly grateful for that, and to this team and to all my family, my sisters and brothers, my kings and queens, because we are kings and queens and we come from royalty. So if God said that we are royalty, we need to be walking in that abundance, walking in that prosperity, so that everybody knows exactly how they can build generational wealth. And I thank you on this evening, and make sure you partner with one of us, because we're going to help show you the way. We're not going to never leave you hanging. And that's what I love about it. They catch you when you're falling, because you know what? I have been through a lot, and they have been there as a support. And, I just get filled up because I love them to life from the bottom of my heart. So I thank you for this opportunity. We can't hear you, Derek.
Can you hear me? There we go. I got so into it. I was just saying, what I was saying, even though it wasn't spotlighting me because it wasn't saying it. But anyway, I love it. I mean, the excitement, I was hearing it, I was feeling it. I appreciate you. And I know thousands of people's watching right now will appreciate it too, because I know you spoke to someone tonight. And so, but before we go any further on that, those who's are watching, who's listening, who's putting the likes in there, and in the comments, you should already have cash in there. But if any of these ladies and gentlemen on this screen, Marcella, Latanya, Diane, Derek Ray II, Dr. Regina A. Turner, Shaw B., known as Sade, Sonia Howard, Sheila Rawls, put in the comments, say, hey, I see you. Put that in the comments, say, hey, I see you. And then what they're going to do, if you put the word I see you, and then they're going to say, who are you, who you are, we're going to start a conversation. They're going to get back with you, because all we're doing is dropping comments in there. We need to know who you are so you can identify yourself. Now, if you don't know none of us, go ahead and put in the comments, I want more information, Marcella. I want more information, Latanya. I want more information, Diane. I want more information, Derek. Doesn't matter which Derek, we're still the same. I want more information, Dr. Regina A. Turner. I want more information, Shaw B., as we know her as Sade. I want more information, Sonia Howard. I want more information, Sheila Rawls. Everybody out there, if you're watching it, we just normal people. We all got jobs. Some of us don't. Some has been retired from the job because of this business, and we just taking advantage of it. So just put in the comments and, like I say, and just say you want to talk to someone so you can get the information, so we can get you trained up, so we can get you a little education. So once you see it, like I said, you can't unsee the good information. So thank you. Let's keep going with this. Thank you, Dr. Regina. Miss Sonia, she is going to be my next one up. She's going to tell her great testimony. And I ain't putting, like, just as y'all know, there's no time limit. This is our thing. We got all night long until the power goes off. So tell your testimony. If people wake up tomorrow morning, we still talking, we just going to keep on talking about it, because that's what we do, because we love it. We got the passion for it. Hey, Miss Sonia, tell them why you joined MWR and when you first started, and how great you done, how much you up to today, per day, and all the great stuff. I'm shutting up. Go for it.
Oh, awesome. Well, before I get started, I just need to, drop the mic, because Dr. Regina A. Turner, boy, I tell you what, I need to pass a collection plate around. What an awesome testimony. Oh my gosh, she just got me fired up. I was like, I gotta go behind that. Oh no. But hello, beautiful people. My name is Sonia Howard, and I am in El Paso, Texas. Yay!
All right, El Paso in the house.
So listen, before MWR Financial, I thought that my husband and I were good, because we listened to our then CPA and we were told to claim zero, like many other people in the United States of America. But with the help of MWR Financial experts, my husband and I learned that we were actually doing it wrong. Instead of waiting for a refund, now we get a rebate, because as we know, means again, fund means money. And half the time, you won't get all of your money back at the end of the year. So now we get a rebate. Why? Because the experts showed us a better way of getting our cash flow throughout the year. And that's what I love about MWR Financial. And more importantly, the experts, we uploaded our documents, and what did they do? They found that our W-4s were wrong, because when we initially uploaded and did that, whenever you go into a job, you have to fill out all of your documents. Well, time passed, people get raises, children leave, children go. So, we must update that. So thankfully, the experts did that for us, and we were able to get almost $1,000 back into our household. Yes, cash flow back into our household from January to December. And we still get a rebate at the end of the year, because we have a home-based business. So listen, I can go on and on about it, but think about it. That's 12,000 extra dollars in our account So now we're able to invest in the PRA, which is a private reserve account that Derek Jr. talked about. I'm sorry, Derek II. I don't want to mess it up. But now we're able to invest our money to make money, more money, coming to our household. And so I'm just so grateful for the opportunity that MWR has given us, because now in passive income, I make $40 a day, which is $1,200 extra passive. That means if I don't do anything else, I'm still getting that money. And my husband is able to generate $20 a day, which is an extra $600 a month. So it's just truly a blessing. With all the education that MWR Financial gives us, it has taught us, even though, we invested prior to me joining MWR, but we didn't know anything about a PRA, private reserve account. No one has ever mentioned that to us. Even with the land banking that we have so many different opportunities that MWR provide. I'm just so grateful, because it's not only for me, but it's for anyone that want to invest, anyone that wants to learn more, how to bring more cash flow throughout the year to your household. We have it for you. The experts have it for you. So I would just admonish any and everyone that is listening, listen. If you want a change, you have to make a change. So this is it. This is the company for you. There's nothing out there that can even come close to what we have. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but you're expecting a different result. Well, you're not going to get that different result unless you do something differently. So listen, I can go on and on because I'm very passionate about MWR Financial. I know what it has done, not only for me and my family, but for my other family that's in the business, and it could, do it for you. So thank you. Y'all have a blessed night.
All right. Thank you. Good job, Miss Sonia. That's what I'm talking about. And just with the joy of just being a home-based business owner, like I say, it just gives you a certain feeling that you just want to keep going to the top of this business, because we know it's going to help not only you and your family, it's going to help folks across the country too, because we're going to be blessed, to the point to where not only we taking care of ourselves, but we will be able to help others too as well. So those out there in Facebook, just kind of let y'all know, y'all need to keep an eye on these ladies and young gentlemen here. Like I say, they're about to cut it up for 2023. We're getting ready for it, and we just gonna get you up there too. So come on board and let's ride. Thank you, Miss Sonia. I appreciate it. Miss Sheila, how you doing, Miss Sheila?
Hey, can y'all hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead and give your testimony before the hurricane blows your way on that part.
I know, right?
But tell them why you joined MWR, and tell them what the company has done for you.
Well, I am Sheila Rawls. Of course, I'm here in Orlando, Florida. So prayers and blessings to everybody that's about to go through this hurricane with me, but we're going to hold it down. But of course, Ray introduced me to MWR, and I'm glad that he did. And it didn't take a lot to convince me, because it's a no-brainer for me. He hit me up in Messenger and said, "Are you ready to save, make, and grow money?" I say, "How do I do that?" So he called me, he explained it, and I enrolled same day. So, but that's because of my mindset when it comes to money. I've always been about my money. But what MWR has done for me since I've been a member, when I first enrolled, which has been a year now, but August of last year, when I first enrolled, I did the instant pay raise. The experts submitted my last 2 pay stubs for me and readjusted my W-4. It brought me in an extra $365 a month in my paycheck. The money that I was able to save on the bill shredder, they saved me money like $20 a month on my ADT. I have Terminex, my cell phone bill. All those savings, I'm sure that's probably an extra another $1,000 in my pocket. But I took all the savings that I had coming in from the instant paycheck and the bill shredder, and I paid off 2 of my credit cards. Once I paid off those credit cards, of course, with Smart Credit, because we also have assistance with our credit, it boosts my credit score up once I paid off those credit cards, which in turn allowed me to refinance my home. Once I refinanced my home, I was able to pay off a 2020 Chevy Traverse that was like $36,000 in debt, and I no longer have a car note. So
Wow.
as we stand, yeah. So I'm loving it, especially with inflation. But even with refinancing my house, I refinanced for another 30 years, but with the debt plan that MWR has me on, I will be able to pay my debt off with my new refinance of my home in less than 18 years. So the creditors had me in a plan that I would have been in debt for over 94 years. So I would have been probably about 144 years old before I would have finished paying off debt, when MWR's plan had me paying off my debt in 13 years. So my debt-free date is 2035, and my millionaire date is 2049. And I love the fact of having a goal to reach towards, because most of us are working every day, working our 9 to 5, just working to pay bills. We know we all want money in life. We all know we want to become millionaires or even just be successful at our careers. But if you don't have a goal, what are you working for? You just working every day to pay bills? So I'm glad that Derek introduced me to this MWR, because it's given me a lot of financial literacy that I'm able to share and help others, because this is a program that within 30 days, you're guaranteed to bring in an extra $600-800 income into your household. And I know that there's people that's out here living paycheck to paycheck, trying to figure out how to get a payday loan, putting loans on their cars, getting car loans, worried about their credit, because you got to have good credit in order for the bank to give you a loan. MWR is your solution. People getting skeptical, just ask questions. You have to network in order to learn things that you don't know. And what we know with MWR, they do not teach you in school. So this is the best opportunity, and I'm glad you introduced me to it.
Hey, thank you, Miss Sheila. I appreciate it. Great job. Like I say, I'm glad there was no timer on this for all of you ladies and gentlemen, because I wanted you to tell all your story, because if you don't have a story to tell, then it's like, what we doing in life. So, but everybody has a story, and then financially, it ain't gotta be no rags to riches.